Let's discuss LeetCode problem number 65, valid number. But before we discuss, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications. Also, I have added a lot of quizzes to the community page. Please check it out. Now back to the problem. I'm not sure why this is hard problem. Maybe a medium possible, but I think LeetCode must be checking the number of submissions to determine the level of difficulty, I guess. So there are certain rules to categorize a string of input string as a valid number or not. There can be leading and trailing white spaces. Then it can start with a plus or minus sign, and then there can be number of digits before the decimal point and number of digits after the decimal point. There can be an exponent e, and then it must be followed by a number, and invalid characters are not allowed. So these are the rules of valid number, and let us take a look at the solution. So I call this as prod code pattern because this is how a production code will look like. You don't have any fancy data structures in most of the production code, at least on the business side, not on the operating system side or anything like that. So let us take a look at the code. You start off I as 0 and then calculate n as the size of the string, and then you ignore the leading white spaces, and then you allow for one optional plus or minus sign, and then you set is numeric equals to false. Start off with a default assignment. Now you are handling digits before the decimal. As long as it's a digit, you keep incrementing, and you set is numeric to true. Now if you have a decimal point after the digits, then you go further and then check if there are only digits are allowed after the decimal point. Like if you look at the code, like 1 point and nothing else is a valid string in this case. And then if you have e exponent, then you initially set it to false, and then allow one more plus or minus sign, and then you have to have at least one digit. So that's what makes it one. If you have that, then you set it to numeric back to true again, and then skip trailing white spaces. If we have parsed everything and I equals to n and is numeric is true, then it's a valid number. Let's take a look at the sum of the runs. 0, 0.1 is valid number. ABC is an invalid number. If you see if you see ABC, right, ABC size is 3, but is numeric is definitely set to false, and so it gets all the any of the alphabets which are not E will get captured in this scenario. Like if you have 1A kind of thing, it is numeric, 1 sets it to numeric, but this one I will not equals to n, so 1A returns false in that scenario. Yeah, so this is also valid. Yeah, pretty much straightforward cases. Comment below if you have any questions. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Bye.